Goodbye. I might ask for your help again to try and get this thingy.
Yeah.
Also, where do I find the
Link for it in there.
this one? Copy. Just gonna go on Facebook. I swear it didn't look like this last time.
Pretty sure it did.
Very strange. April.
I need to find the bookmark.
Should use some paper.
I get some paper.
Right. Gotta figure out where to put you. Maybe here. Well, you can't really see me noggin, can you? Not working.
Why not?
Cuts my head off.
Yeah, I mean, it'll get it back a bit.
Ah! Wow. That's so funny. I can't believe I just did that.
Someone's a silly salmon.
Someone's a silly salmon. Whoa, what's going on here then?
Try to fix the lighting.
I might have to put the big light on. Oh, that's a hot light. Whoa. Oh yeah, that works quite well.
There you go.
Got one watcher. Hello, whoever you are. Might just be my mum. I don't know.
Wait, I have an idea.
Hi guys, live stream is now live, currently being set up over here. Link is in the bio, so come join me for a little 6 p.m. class. Guys, live stream is now live, currently being set up over here. I need the whole matter. So come join me for a little 6 p.m. class. Guys, live stream is now currently being set up over here. Link is in the bio, so come join me for a little 6 p.m. class.
I think that's the best you get.
Guys, live stream is now. I know.
I think your best bet then is to actually close both blinds and put the camera over this side and film that way. Because doing it at an angle, you're never going to get your head in.
Yeah.
If you want to get it.
Not easy.
Ah.
Maybe not.
Nope.
It's alright, they worked fine before. It's alright.
It's just a bit tight, that's all.
I just gotta post the link from multiple different places.
Oh wait, you need to close that window again.
Yeah. Boom. Bloom. Right.
It's probably the best you'll get it, but it's not great.
Yeah, it's really quite bad, isn't it?
Yeah. It's because, see, if we filmed it that way, the light would be amazing, but that would be your background. I know.
Does it matter? Isn't that okay?
Probably. I mean, let's try it. Because if you open up these, you let in massive light. And then you can get it wide enough.
Sorry guys, trying to set up the angle. It's all about them angles.
It's true.
While I'm also
Like that lighting is so much better.
Yeah, it's so much better. Okay. That's fine, this works marvellously.
And look, you get your head in and the mat.
Whoa! This is why you're the brains of the operation.
You might even be better off putting the big lights off.
Turn them big lights off. You could. Ooh. If it gets dark though.
It's quite good actually. You can different choices of voice. I think just that.
Yeah, you're the filmmaker. I'll let you decide. Will I post everything everywhere?
Yeah, it's good lighting.
Perfect. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Thank you so much.
I go now.
Okay. You're amazing.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something.
I thought you were going to work out. Why don't you come do yoga?
All these things are doing stuff. I don't do anything. I might just lie on the floor for the next hour.
Honestly, I did that earlier. It was really nice. Do you want to borrow this thing? The spiky boy.
No, actually, no.
Releases everything. It's really nice. And then
I might practice my penguin impression.
it's really good.
Thank you.
Uh,
These clothes need to go in the wash. My hacky sack!
right. I think I've sent the link out everywhere I need to.
Perfect. I shall share it to you.
Go on then.
I might go build my little treasure chest.
I'm sorry, what?
My treasure chest!
Oh, I see. That's funny.
Goodbye, baby!
Goodbye. I love you.
No.
Oh, the door's been closed. My goodness. That means it's just me and you guys. Share. Oh. Okie dokie. Righto, we've got 5 minutes, guys, so I'm just here doing my thing, getting myself sorted out. Drinking my tea, chilling out. If you want to, you can totally grab a blanket or a block or a cushion. It's just something to sit on in the first part of the session. Because who doesn't want to be comfortable? And also wear something super comfortable because we're not doing some crazy movements today. It's a very chill session, so. Also, welcome. Hello, hello. Do apologize. I'm just posting things and sharing links and sending it to certain people just so they can come along. Fab. Also, if the lighting changes and you can't see me for part of this because we've got these new windows. Also, welcome to my new home. We've got these huge ass windows. So if the sun goes down during this hour, which it probably will do, I might have to run and turn a light on. But currently with the lights on, it just looks kind of weird. But yes, that's really the excitement today. Decided to come to class wearing my comfy jumper, my comfy pants, no makeup because lockdown life. I hope lockdown is treating y'all just spaciously. And also, if any of you guys take pictures, or if you're like, what I'm trying to say, wow, this is going to go really well. I can't get my words out. What I'm trying to say is, if you take any pictures, please do tag me on Instagram, Funbari Yoga, or use the hashtag Flow Together because it's our hashtag. We are doing this thing. We are staying home and flowing together. But I already said, for some of the people who were here earlier, grab yourself a blanket or a cushion or a pillow or a yoga block, and absolutely anything just to sit down and be comfortable with, and get yourself ready. We're going to start in a minute. I'm just going to give it 2 more seconds just for anyone else who's going to come along a little bit later, anyone who's struggling to get the link. I think this is the issue with live streaming, is I either sit on the live stream for an hour or half an hour, or I just do it really, really quickly and have to send the link out everywhere. Bit crazy. But yeah, I hope all of you are feeling well. Hope you're all feeling ready for some yoga. Today's practice is very much a very chilled out session, more about stretching, just being with the breath and not doing any crazy difficult power moves or anything. So even if you turn up today and all you want to do is just sit and breathe, then that is perfect. Cool. I think we should begin. Let's begin. So grab yourself a cushion or a pillow or a blanket. I'm going to use my little yoga blanket and just place it in the middle of your mat. And it's just so you can sit down on it, guys. So it's just something to bump the hips up a little bit more, so it makes finding that nice long spine a little bit easier. And then just find whatever position is comfortable to you. So you can go cross-legged or you can keep the legs out. There's no pressure. There's never any pressure, but today, more than ever, there is no pressure. Ooh, rhyming. So yeah, get yourself comfortable. I'll give you a little second to grab a cushion or whatever it is. And you can totally keep your socks on and your jumper on if you want to, just for the beginning of the class. And when you're ready, we'll find that nice long spine. Find head over heart, heart over pelvis. Open the palms to the sky. And close the eyes. And more so than ever, I really do encourage you to close your eyes today, just because that closing of the eyes can really help you begin to look inward. Just letting it be a nod that this is the time you're taking out for yourself. This is the time just to be with yourself in this moment. And just begin to deepen the breath. Finding that deep inhale in and that long exhale out. Inhale in and exhale out. And just keep this deep breath going. And with your attention turning inward, just begin to notice any areas of the body that you're holding or you're gripping. Maybe areas of the body that are slightly tense. And just use your exhale to soften through these parts of the body. And just allow yourself to shine a little bit of compassion to these parts of the body. Allowing your exhale to relax all the way through these parts. Then begin to turn your attention to any thoughts, any feelings, anything that you've brought to the mat with you today. And acknowledge them. And use your exhale to let them go. Inhaling in all of that new energy. And using your exhale to just let go of everything else. And today we're focusing on healing the tension within our bodies, whether it's physical, whether it's mental. And just know that even if you leave the mat today and you're still kind of tense, there's still some tension there, just by coming to the mat, just by allowing yourself to look within, to acknowledge, and to accept, you're taking the first steps to healing, and you're on the right path. So we'll just take a few cleansing breaths together just before we dive in. So all together, we'll take a deep inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then last time, biggest inhale you've taken all day. And then really sigh or exhale, let it go. Awesome work, guys. And just keeping it nice and slow, nice and gentle. Or just begin by turning the head left to right. So inhaling over to the right and then exhaling over to the left. And feel free just to keep your eyes closed, just so it's just you and your breath and the movement. And really focus on the sensation of every muscle in your neck working together to find that gentle release. Breathing deeply. And then we'll come back to our center point And with an inhale, we'll tilt the head all the way up. And with an exhale, chin to chest. Inhaling to peel the nose up. And exhaling, find that deep stretch through the back of the neck. And just notice if you're collapsing through the chest, just lift your heart ever so slightly. Lifting the heart, breathing into the back of the neck. And a lot of tension will tend to build in the neck and the shoulders, so we are spending some time caring for these parts of the body today. Awesome. One more cycle of breath wherever you are. And then we'll bring the head back to central. Awesome work, guys. So we're just going to create a little bit of space around us. So with a big inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and over. And with an exhale, push the air away around you, finding that resistance through the shoulder blades. So really bringing them down together. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, like you're making your own little yoga cave, your yoga bubble. Exhaling to push the air away and really take up space. Inhale in, sweep the arms. Exhale, push it all away. Even imagine pushing all the problems away. Get away from me. Awesome. Inhale, sweep the arms one last time. And this time with an exhale, ground down through the shoulders. Awesome. So find that long spine. Right hand is going to come on top of the head, palm facing up. And then left hand is going to sit right on top. So you're almost shaking hands with yourself. Awesome. So ground down through the shoulders here. And very, very slowly, keeping connected to your breath, you're going to begin to push your hands away from your head. And all the while keeping the shoulders very much grounded down. So this should feel like a lot of work. You should feel that warmth beginning to rise through the shoulder blades. And if you're like, whoa, what has gone on? You've got it. Awesome. Keep on pushing. Keep on breathing. Grounding through the shoulders. Embracing that warmth, embracing that fire. And then once you've reached that physical peak at the very top, take a big breath in. And with an exhale, we'll release it all the way down. Awesome. So you can take a minute just to roll the shoulders out. And then you're right, we are doing it on the other side. Inhaling, sweep the arms all the way up and over. Exhale, shoulders ground down. And then this time, the left hand is going to sit on top of the head, palm facing up, and right hand comes all the way down on top. Awesome. So you know what you're doing now. Ground down through the shoulders, and then slowly begin to peel the hands all the way up. All the while breathing deeply. And if you're like, oh, my shoulders, I promise you, your shoulders they're gonna feel so free tomorrow. Speaking from experience, because I've done this flow like 5 times now, trying to film it. Awesome. Keep breathing, guys. You're doing great. Find that physical peak at the very top, ground through the shoulders, inhale in, and with an exhale, let it go. Oh, awesome. Hopefully you're feeling that fire through your shoulders now. Definitely take a minute just to find a few shoulder rolls. Awesome. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the feet together. So coming into a little cobbler's pose. And a lot of times we sort of crunch, or we try and aim for the pose we think it should look like. But totally give yourself enough room. You can have as much room as possible between your feet, whatever feels right. Today is very much a day for doing what you feel. Awesome. Once you're there, we're going to ground down through the sit bones, send the knees low to the ground. Find that length through the spine again, so always shining your heart up to the sky. We'll inhale in, and with an exhale, slowly begin to fold over the legs. Awesome. Just a gentle bow down to the ground. Just embracing that stretch through the hips. Breathing deeply. And just allowing yourself to focus on the sensations within your body. Noticing how your hips feel. And noticing how you feel. A lot of times when we're stressed or when we feel tension mentally, that tension will manifest as physical pain within our body. How you live your life shows up within your body, and the hips and the shoulders and the neck, even the low back, is usually where all of that pain goes to. So breathe it out here, guys. Take a big inhale, big cleansing breath in. And sigh your exhale out. Awesome. Find a slow roll all the way back up. Fabulous. And then we're going to dive forward onto our hands and knees. So you can move the blanket away if you want to, or if your knees are kind of sore, if you've been doing a lot of hour exercising outside, you can pat the knees. Totally be as comfortable as you want to be here. Awesome. So once you find your position, just make sure that your hands are underneath your shoulder joints, knees are underneath your hip joints, and you're finding that nice long spine. So crown of the head pointing all the way forward. Really press into the tops of the feet, ground through the hands, and then with an inhale, we'll drop the belly, lift the heart. And with an exhale, roll through the spine, chin to chest, cat-cow. Awesome. Inhale in, shine your light up. Exhale, round through the spine, push away from your yoga mat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, round through the spine. And then take this as an opportunity just to follow your breath and find the movement that you need today. Listen to your body, because your body always knows best. Breathing deeply. Just taking this moment to find those areas of tension. If you're anything like me, it's always down in my hips. So totally hang out in those parts if that's what you need today. But wherever you are, take one more cycle of breath. So one more big inhale in. One more cleansing exhale out. And then we'll come back to that neutral spine together. Awesome work, guys. We'll walk the knees out ever so slightly. And then drop your elbows where your hands were. And then very slowly, we're going to begin to melt the heart down towards the ground and stretch the hands out towards the front of the yoga mat into our puppy pose. Awesome. Breathe deep. And I always think that this is such an awesome pose because I feel like it really embodies that surrender to the practice, that surrender of control. So let this almost be your surrender to trusting the practice. Trust that it's got you, and trust that you're in the right place, that you're on the right path. Take one more breath here. Long exhale out. And then we'll slowly slide down onto our belly. Awesome. So you can get rid of the blanket if you want to. If you just want to wrap yourself up in a blanket, be my guest. Whatever works for you. But we're going to come into our Sphinx pose. So elbows underneath the shoulders, grounding down through the hands, grounding down through the tops of the feet. And then once you've found that foundation, rise up. So you're really pressing up from the yoga mat, heart shining up to the sky, and you're finding a very gentle back bend here. I always say, imagine that you are a sphinx. I don't know if that helps you, but imagining myself at the front of a pyramid gives me this, I am a majestic sphinx. But if that doesn't work for you, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Breathe deeply. Breathe in a little bit of love as you lift your heart. And with your exhale, let go of something. And then peeling the hands out ever so slightly, we're going to inhale in up to our seal pose. And then with an exhale, melt it back down to our Sphinx. Awesome. So try not to collapse down into the shoulders here. Always keep that integrity through the spine. Inhale in, lift it up. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale to find the lift. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last time, big inhale. Lift it all the way up. Maybe even find a little inner smile. And then with an exhale, melt it back down to the floor. Awesome. Forehead comes down to the mat. And just take a minute here to reconnect with your breath. Bring the hands in line with the rib cage. We'll ground down through the tops of the feet, ground down through the hands. And then push on up through all fours. And then almost as if you're painting your yoga mat, sweep your hands all the way down behind you into our child's pose. And just take a minute of stillness in this pose. Begin to find that deep breath. And while you're in the surrender of this move, just notice any thoughts, any feelings that rise up, and greet each thing with acceptance. And know that you are allowed to feel everything that you feel, that you're allowed to be scared or worried, that it's okay, and know that it's going to be okay. Take a big inhale in, and with your exhale, soften through the shoulders, through the arms. Take another inhale in, and sigh your exhale, just letting go of everything that's not serving you. And very slowly, in your own time, we'll roll all the way back up into our hero pose. Awesome. So you can get your blanket again and pad the knees here. Or if being on the knees really doesn't work for you, that's totally fine. Just come into a comfortable seat wherever you are. But wherever you are, with an inhale, we'll draw the shoulder blades all the way up to the ears. And then with an exhale, ground them down behind you, lifting your heart, opening your palms to the sky. Feeling this awesome energy surging through your front body. And just allow a moment just to find a mantra. It can be absolutely anything. Whether it's I am strong, or I am enough, or even I'm choosing to let go. But whatever it is, with your inhale, fill your body with this power. And with your exhale, let go of the tension. Let go of the stress. And know that you are enough. That you are going to be okay. And not only are you strong, but that you're here together with so many people feeling the same thing. You're awesome. We'll send the hands out to the side. And then when you're ready, we're gonna find a gentle tilt. So left ear is gonna come over the left shoulder. So really not crunching through the neck, just nice and gentle. Ground down through the fingertips here. And then with your right hand, you're gonna press it into an imaginary surface. So really pushing away from the earth. And then very slowly, we're going to begin to raise the hand ever so slightly. So you should feel this awesome release through the trap here. Nice release through the neck. And you can play around, just breathing deep, maybe drawing little circles with your hand. Maybe lifting the hand up and then down. Maybe maybe left to right. And if you want a slightly deeper stretch, you can bring your left hand on top of your right ear. Just add a little bit more weight. Maybe finding even more of a lift through that right arm. Wherever you are, taking one last big breath. And then with an exhale, floating the hands back down to the ground. Awesome. So you should feel that awesome sensation through this arm. Whew. So obviously, got to balance it out, do the other side. So when you're ready, right ear is going to come over the right shoulder, ground down through the right fingertips, and then press into that imaginary surface with your left hand, and then slowly begin to raise it. Awesome. Just begin to draw some little circles. Just finding some nice, easy movement. And I even encourage you just to close your eyes and really focus on the sensation in your arm, in your neck. Just allowing yourself to be present in this moment. Feeling everything that you need to feel. Maybe bringing that right hand on top of the left ear, finding that deepest stretch. Maybe raising the left hand all the way up. And take one last big inhale in. And with an exhale, we'll float it all the way back down. Awesome work, guys. Do a few more shoulder loops here. Sure there's some nice tingling going on in your arms. And with an inhale, we'll bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears, squeeze them tight. And then with an exhale, we'll sigh and let it go. Inhale, find that squeeze, lift it all the way up. And exhale, let it go. One last time, big inhale. And really release everything here. Big sigh. Awesome. Always feels great doing that. Fabulous. We'll come back through. So if you've turned on your mat, just center yourself in your mat again. And then if you're on your knees, widen your feet as wide as your yoga mat. Just send your bum down into the middle of the feet. If this is a bit too much for you, that's totally fine. Wherever you are, you can just find a gentle back bend. So even if you're just sitting down normally on the ground, just find a slight back bend. Just breathe deep. For everyone else who's here, we're going to slowly come down into our reclined hero. So very much guiding yourself down. Easing yourself down onto your forearms. And then eventually down onto your back. And allowing the palms to face up. And wherever you are, just take a moment just to breathe deeply. Using your exhale to soften, to unclench your jaw. To melt into the mat. And then the same way we got into this pose, bringing yourself up onto your elbows, onto your forearms, onto the hands, coming all the way through back to that nice long spine. And then everyone will all go back onto all fours. And then if you haven't already, you can totally take your socks off here. Or if you want to keep them on, you totally can. Like I said, do you guys? And then curling the toes underneath. With an inhale, we'll rise up. And then with an exhale, send the hips up and back into a downward dog. Ooh, awesome. Pedal the feet out. Just take a moment really to stretch out anywhere that needs to be stretched. Maybe even finding a wider downward dog today. So bring your feet really, really wide. You own the yoga mat. Take up some space. You are worth it, I promise you. And then once you're there, once you've found that position, find that awesome stillness. Take a big breath in. And sigh or exhale. Awesome. We're going to ground down through the right hand. And then begin to just, if you can't quite reach, just find an openness through the right side body, stretching the left hand over to the right leg. You can grip it if you can reach to that. But the most important thing is breathing deeply, finding that stretch through the side. And then with an exhale, coming back through to our downward dog. Awesome. Ground down through the left hand this time. And the right hand is going to reach over to that left ankle or that left leg. And find that openness. Find that awesome stretch. Breathe deep. And with an exhale, we'll release it back to our downward dog. Awesome work, guys. Totally pedal the legs out if you need to. Take a breather if you need it. And then once you're there again, we'll bend the knees. Inhale to look forward towards the front of the mat. And then with an exhale, we'll just find a real slow walk all the way to the top. Awesome. And just stay low to the ground here. You can bring your feet together, or if you need a little bit more grounding, bring the feet hip width apart. Awesome. But we'll just let gravity pull our head, pull our arms down. And just allow your attention to come back to the breath. Bending through the knees. Maybe grasping opposite elbows. And then just find a gentle rock side to side. And keeping the knees really bent to find that awesome release through the low back here. With an exhale, we'll release the hands back down to the ground. And then with an inhale, we're going to come to that halfway point. So finding that nice flat back. And then with an exhale, melting it all the way back down into a forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift again. Bring the shoulders away from the ears. And then with an exhale, melt the heart all the way down. And then big inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and over, full body lift. With an exhale, shoulders melt down away from the ears. And then very slowly, hands are going to come down by our side. And then find that awesome lift through the front body. So shining your heart up to the sky, grounding down through the shoulders, down through the back body. Close your eyes or soften the gaze. And breathe deep. And a lot of times in a crisis or in times of great stress or tension, we ask ourselves, why? Why is this happening? But I believe in something called the call to awakening that allows us not to ask why, but what? What can I learn from this experience? What is this difficult situation trying to teach me? And while we're in this awesome, strong power pose, lifting your heart up to the sky, grounding down, feeling the earth, having your back. Just think about that. Not why, but what. And then just allow your mind to pick out one thing that you're really grateful for. Either a thing or a person, even if it's just yourself, your health. Hold on to that thing. Let that thing be that shining light within you. And with a big inhale, fill your body with that awesome feeling. And use your exhale to let go of any of the tension. Inhale in, fill your body completely. And use your exhale to empty everything out. Awesome work, guys. So we'll inhale in, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. With an exhale, we'll swan dive all the way down, so melting the heart all the way. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, melt the heart down, forward fold. And then inhale, root to rise, big breath, sweep the arms. And then with an exhale, arms are going to come down into our thriller arms. Whew. Okay, so we've got to do it. We haven't done a balance on a live stream yet, or even on the channel. So, yep, it's happening. We're doing a balance. So, keeping your left arm outstretched, right arm is going to come underneath, and then both arms are going to come together. So either you can keep the forearms pressed together, or you can stretch a little deeper and go into full eagle arms if your body allows that. But if not, it's totally fine. My body changes daily, so don't worry about it. But once you're there, bring the feet together. Lift your heart, find that integrity through the spine, and then begin to bend the knees. Awesome. Ground down through the left foot, and then right foot is going to start to peel up and then overlap onto the left leg. So you can stay here if you want to, bringing the toe down to the ground, or if you're ready, if you're like, yes, let's do it, wrap that right leg round into our eagle pose. Awesome. Find your focus. Find that lift through your heart space. long spine, and find your breath. Awesome. Sink a little deeper if you can. Breathing deeply. Finding your focus. You're doing awesome. Stick with it. And if you fall, that's okay. Just pick yourself up and try again. Take one last inhale in, and with an exhale, with control, we'll slowly come back out of it. Awesome work, guys. Ooh. Big inhale, we'll find a full body lift to cleanse our body. Exhale, swan dive, heart melts all the way down to the ground, bend through the knees. Inhale, find that halfway lift, shoulders come back from the ears. Exhale, melt your heart down, forward fold. Ooh. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, big old root to rise. And then with an exhale, thriller arms. Okay, obviously we're doing it on the other side, so when you're ready, maybe even use this moment to come back to that mantra of I am strong, or I am awesome, or I have got this, because you totally have. I believe in you. And then keeping the right arm out, left hand is going to come all the way up underneath. And then you can bring again your forearms together or twist a little deeper into eagle arms. And every side is going to be different. So this side is definitely a lot harder for me. So don't worry if you're like, I can't do it on this side. That's normal. Don't worry. Awesome. When you're ready, find that long spine, heart lifted, maybe even a smile, maybe. And then bend through the knees, lower it down, ground down through the right foot, and then this time the left foot is going to slide on up and then come over the right leg. So you can again come to here, or if you're ready to feel the eagle within, that should definitely be a Joe Exotic song, Eagle Within. Okay, find that wrap around full eagle pose. Awesome. When you're ready, find that lift through your heart space, sink a little lower, breathe deep, find your focus. And the awesome thing about balance is they tend to calm the mind, just because you're solely focused on maintaining that balance, finding that focus, that nothing else really matters. Take one more breath, maybe sink a little lower if you can. And then with an exhale, we'll slowly come out of it. Ooh, awesome work, guys. Awesome. With an inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And then with an exhale, bring the arms all the way down and give yourself a big hug. Awesome. So give yourself a squeeze, lift your heart space, ground through the shoulders. And although, yes, we are giving ourselves an awesome little embrace, this also should help open up through the shoulders, through the arms. But you can definitely take this moment here as well, just to be proud of yourself, just to allow yourself to be in this moment. And letting yourself let go of anything that's causing you pain, anything that's keeping that tension within yourself. Use this little embrace just to let it go. So we'll take an inhale in. And then sigh your exhale out. We'll open the arms wide. And then with an exhale, wrap the other way around, so other arm on top. Reach round your back, lift your heart, ground down through the shoulders. Squeeze everything in. Give yourself some loving. You're in your living room, no one can see you. If you want to give yourself a little hug, a little squeeze that it's okay, please, please do that. I think we should hug ourselves a lot more because you are awesome. You are so deserving of love. So allow yourself to be loved. Awesome. With an exhale, we'll melt the hands back down. We'll find one last big inhale, full body stretch all the way up. And then with an exhale, swan dive, send it all the way down to the ground. This time, hands come to the earth, and you can guide yourself down to the ground. Down into our staff pose, so legs outstretched. Awesome. And then once you're here, find that long spine again. So always lifting your heart up, always allowing a little smile to be on your face. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring that right leg all the way in. And you can keep it here if this is comfortable, or if you want a slightly deeper stretch, you can send it over to the other side of the left leg. And then once you're ready, we're going to wrap around the left arm. And then with an exhale, we're going to open up through the right side. So finding an awesome stretch. Fabulous. So inhale to find your lift. And with an exhale, melt into the stretch a little bit more. Always using your exhale to soften. And we'll slowly come back round to center. Let that right leg go out long. And then this time, left leg is going to come all the way in. And again, you can keep it here, or if you're ready for a little deeper stretch, bring it over to the right side of your mat. Wrap the right arm around, and then with an inhale, we'll find that lift all the way up. And then with an exhale, open up through the left side this time. Finding that deep breath. And instead of crunching into the twist, softening into it. With an exhale, we'll come back around to center. We'll let that leg go, and then you can bring yourself more centered on your mat. And in one last receiving gesture, in one last, I surrender, I release control. I trust in yoga, I trust in myself. We'll slowly begin that descent all the way down onto the mat until we're completely flush with our mat. Awesome work, guys. We'll very slowly bring the soles of the feet onto the ground. Ground down through the hands, so pressing into the earth. With an inhale, very gently, we'll slowly lift the hips up to the sky into a bridge pose. And then with an exhale, we'll melt our backs down to the mat. Bring the knees up into the chest and give them a big old squeeze in. And then take an inhale here. And with your exhale, we'll send the legs over to the right side and then open up through the left side. Finding that deep stretch through the side body. Using your exhale to soften through your shoulders, through the jaw. Just allowing your body to fall where it wants. With an inhale, bring it all the way back up to center. And then with an exhale, send the legs over to the left, opening up through the right side this time. Using your exhale to soften through the shoulders. Releasing any tension in the body. Slowly bring the knees all the way back up. And then with an exhale, we'll send them all the way down. Awesome. So we're going to go into Shavasana. So if you want to grab your blanket, you can totally wrap yourself up in it. If you want to pad your head, whatever feels right for you, totally grab whatever you need. This is the most important part of all of our yoga sessions. This is where we can really find that healing for any tension. So once you've found that comfortable position, just before we relax, squeeze everything as tight as you can. Clench the fists, clench the toes, clench everything, squeeze everything together. Big inhale in. And then with an exhale, relax completely. And just notice how you feel, how your body feels in this moment. Noticing how your thoughts race through your head, ever changing. And knowing that every thought and every emotion is only temporary. And that every situation we face is also temporary. That everything passes. Just begin to notice how your inhale fills your body and how your exhale empties you completely. Inhaling to fill your chest, fill your belly. And exhaling to empty completely. And see if you can surrender to the pause after your exhale, when your body is empty. And how a new breath comes and washes over you. Allow your exhale to travel all the way down to your feet, relaxing through your toes, relaxing through your legs, and allow your back to melt into the mat. Your exhale softening your chest, softening your shoulders, relaxing your arms, your hands, softening the jaw, softening the face, all the way to the crown of the head, until your whole body is completely relaxed. And you feel calm. You feel at peace. And you feel free. Begin to notice any thoughts or feelings that rise within you. And allow each one to pass right through. Using your exhale to let go of any worry, any pain, any tension. And whispering to yourself, I'm choosing to let go for me. Begin to imagine that your body is floating in a clear blue ocean. You can feel the waves washing over your body. You can feel how light your body is, how light you are. And with every inhale, the waves wash over you. And with every exhale, they take away some tension from your body. Each wave cleansing your body of tension. Taking away any stress. And you know that you are free, that you are light, and that you are strong. That you are allowed to feel happiness, that you are allowed to feel, and that no matter what is going on around you, there is a light within you that will get you through everything. Slowly begin to focus on the rise and the fall of your chest. Surrendering to your exhale. And allowing your breath to wake your body. And before we rise, I invite you to take a big inhale in and use the exhale to let go of the last drop of tension within you. And if you want to stay in Shavasana today, I welcome you to stay here as long as you need to. Stay here as long as you need to feel anything that's come up. But if you're ready to rise in your own time, you can slowly make your way back up to a seat. But know there is no rush. There's no pressure. And wherever you are, whether you choose to stay lying down today, whether you choose to take a seat, wherever you need to be, we'll inhale in, bring the hands to the heart, and shine your heart up to the sky. And just know that even if you still feel kind of tense, know that by coming here, by showing up, by taking some time to be with your breath, that you've taken the first step, that you're exactly where you need to be, and that you're gonna get through this, and that you're not alone. So just to signify that, all of us here together will take a deep breath in. With your exhales, send a little bit of love out to the world. We'll bow the head down to the heart. And we'll close this session by saying, that light within me bows to the light within you. You're incredible. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's session. I know it was a lot slower, a lot less power posy, but I really think that this is maybe a practice that some of us needed. And sometimes just sitting, sometimes just being with the breath, being in the moment, even though it's uncomfortable, maybe even though we want to rush to the next move, the next pose, that sometimes that's exactly what we need. We need to embrace that discomfort in order to move through it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to send me any pictures you've taken. Use the hashtag #FlowTogether. And I'm always here. If you need absolutely anything, please just drop me a message, even if it's just for a chat, just to say hey, and keep that light shining on up. These classes are now donation based, so if you want to donate, feel free. I know times are tough, guys, don't worry. So if you just want to come, flow, show up, just share it with your friends and stay safe. Thank you so much, guys. Namaste.